Hey everyone, welcome to this new edition of a newest entry in the new entry series. And I hope, first of all, I hope you had a great weekend. Hope you all had a great Cinco de Mayo, which was on Thursday, and well, I guess carried on through the weekend, even into Mother's Day yesterday. And I hope all you mothers out there, all you moms out there, had a great Mother's Day as well. And I'll tell you, it was really interesting around here. Really interesting. On Thursday, I think it was on Thursday. There were some people around here celebrating Cinco de Mayo. And as anybody knows, Cinco de Mayo is basically the Mexican version of the 4th of July. So, anyway. Anyway, there was some people shooting off, I guess, a few fireworks, shooting off some guns, and probably shooting one or two M80s around here. Some people might think that they're getting ready for the fiesta. Well, the fiesta, the Apricot Fiesta, which is basically our town's version of a festival like the Asparagus Festival or Stannis County Fair. Stannis County Fair. Yeah, it's about that. So, yeah, man. But a lot has gone on in the past week, if not 2 weeks already. A week ago, this past Saturday, 2 weeks ago, this past Saturday actually. It was the last Friday, I should say. Actually, about 2 weeks ago from this past Friday. Me and my mom, we went with my aunt and my uncle to Stockton to go see the, I think I may have mentioned this before, but we went to go see the Beatlemania deal. Beatlemania concert, and this is basically some of the original guys from the Beatlemania thing that they put together back in the 70s and then later on, and it was pretty good. I mean, they had the Stockton Symphony, and it was just an unbelievable concert, just great. And it was inside the Pacific Arena, or it was inside a center. I mean, you can see the video on it here on my channel. And I looked at this arena, and I mentioned this in the video, in my description box of my video, and I mentioned it, in a few other postings, that it's a big enough arena to be a TNA arena. So, TNA wrestling, Impact Wrestling, whatever you want to call it, Ring of Honor. It's big enough to be that. So that's actually pretty good. Now, we did that, and that was like a week ago, this past Friday. Actually a week ago, this past Friday, not 2 weeks, but a week ago. Then, again, this past weekend, like I said, Cinco de Mayo got started around here. People did their thing, and then this past weekend, actually on Friday, my mom and I, we finished up some of her paper a little bit, and in this past Saturday, we got my nephew. We had my nephew come over. And, basically, here was the situation. My 7-year-old nephew's in Little League. And he's only got a few games left. And it's sort of like an in-town Little League. Sometimes it's out of town, kind of deal, something like that. And, anyway, we were supposed to have my nephew here on Friday evening. But when we went to go get him, because we were getting something to eat, we were getting some Subway sandwiches. We went to go get him, and he did not want to go. He was just tired, cranky, and he went almost. It's like a few minutes after we got there, he went and brushed his teeth, got into his bunk, and just went out, literally. And so basically his mom, my oldest sister, brought him the next morning, and me, well. You could probably tell I'm a little tired. On Saturday morning, early Saturday morning, I got up to go mow the lawn before he got there. And unfortunately, we didn't. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that. Well, I did mow the lawn, but I mowed it when he was here. The thing was, though, the thing that prevented me from mowing it before he got here was the fact that we were very low on gas in the mower, and were very empty in the gas can for it. So I had to walk down to the gas stations near the highway and get $2 worth of gas in this little gas tank we have, which is about this big. It's about, like this big, something like that. So we had to get that size. I had to get some gas in there, I should say, and $2 only fills it up. I mean, yeah, I spilled a little bit on me, a little bit, about 37 cents worth, but I don't even think that 37 cents would have helped out or anything. So, yeah, we only got about $2 worth, well, about $2, maybe about $1, well, I don't know, about $1.62, maybe $1.63. But still, that extra 37 cents I don't think would have made a difference, because $2 only made it up to about let's just say between $1.50 and $2 only went halfway. So, but it still helped out. We still got some gas left over, but it still helped out. And came back, mowed the front lawn, took a break for a while, ate some breakfast, and then mowed the back lawn. Now what happened was, my mom, who was watching my nephew, was telling me to go with her and him to his game. But I told her, don't worry, I'll meet you down there, I'll take care of some. So after I worked it out with her till I said I'd meet you down there, I went to the backyard and I mowed the backyard. Because honestly, I wanted to get that done before we did anything else. So I mowed the backyard, and then I got done, went to the shower, rinsed off, got my clothes on, walked down to his game and watched his game. And what's ironic about this is usually his games end around 3, maybe 10 minutes to 3, maybe 3 o'clock at least, maybe a little after. But this ran almost to about 4 o'clock, maybe a little after 4. So it was pretty long. And the reason I think it was long is because they were actually giving the kids a chance to pitch now. So I think if they get towards the end of the season, they allow the kids to pitch. Because usually it's like the coaches are going out there and they're throwing the balls. Now the coaches are just coming out there. Like if a kid is like got 3 balls and 2 strikes, or 2 balls and 2 strikes, the coach comes out and throws them a couple pitches to see if they'll strike out or they'll hit it. And I'm not talking the opposite team coach, I'm talking the team that's up to bat. So anyway, went to do that, and what was a positive thing out of this was my nephew's father, who we didn't know if he was going to make it on time or not, did make it, and my nephew went home with him. And then yesterday we took his stuff back to him after, because we went to my second older sister's house in Modesto for Mother's Day, and had a very interesting Mother's Day there. I mean, it was fun. We had a barbecue and everything, and the only thing that kind of, wasn't bad, but it is that time of year right now, was, my great nephew ended up getting sick a little bit, threw up a little bit, had some diarrhea, the kind of diarrhea that, for a kid, goes down his leg and up his back. So he had to take a bath and everything, and they had to clean the love seat, or the couch that they sit on, because it smelled. Anyway, so besides that, everyone else had a good time. We watched a couple movies, Tangled, The Prince of Egypt. It was alright, everybody enjoyed it, and we left there around 10:30, a little after 10:30, got home around 11:40, basically near 11 when we left, and me and my mom, we got home about 11:45, so, because we had to go back to my older sister's, get back in our truck, so we left the truck there, and then come back here. So, overall, it was an okay Mother's Day, okay weekend, And this upcoming weekend is going to be even better because we're supposed to go to an A's game in Oakland. My associate pastor has this kind of connection to where you can get some free tickets at group prices and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to go to that with my second older sister's family, and see what happens there. So but that's all that happened this past weekend, and that's probably going to do it for this new addition to the new entry series. Thank you all for watching, and have a good day, and I'll talk to you all later.